What if I told you that the future you've been dreaming of is actually being decided in the first hour of your day? Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea that just 5 simple tweaks to your morning routine can literally change the entire course of your life. Let's get right into it. Does this question ever hit you? You wake up and before your feet even hit the floor, you already feel tired, your mind is all over the place, and your biggest goals feel like they're a million miles away. If that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. But here's an idea that might change everything for you. You're not broken, you're not lazy, you're not stuck. The problem isn't you, it's your morning habits. And honestly, that should be a huge relief, right? Because your habits, well, those are something you can take control of, starting tomorrow. All right, let's jump in. Habit number 1, master your clock. Now, this isn't about becoming one of those people who brag about waking up at 4 a.m. It's about something way simpler and, frankly, a lot more powerful. It's about taking control from the very first moment of your day. This is the key. Forget the 4 a.m. hype. The real magic is in consistency. Waking up at the same time every single day. And yeah, that includes weekends. It builds a rhythm. It's your first win. It's you telling the day, I'm in charge here. And here's the mental switch you need to flip. You think you're just fighting with your alarm clock every morning. But what you're actually doing is so much bigger. You are training your mind. Every time you get up when you say you will, you're keeping a promise to yourself. You're proving you can follow through. That one act of discipline, it sets the tone for everything else that follows. Okay, so you've won that first battle with the clock. That brings us right to habit number 2, win the first hour. Because once you're awake, those next 60 minutes are a critical battleground, and it's where most people lose the entire day before it even begins. Now, let this number really sink in for a second. A staggering 90% of people just throw their morning away, and they don't even realize they're doing it. And what's the weapon of their own defeat? It's that smartphone sitting right next to the bed. It feels so harmless, but oh, it is costly. The second you look at that screen, your brain is just flooded. Notifications, emails, what everyone else is doing. You are immediately thrown into a reactive mode. Your day's agenda gets hijacked by other people's needs. Your energy, your clarity, and your focus are just gone before you've even had a chance to decide what you want to do. So it really boils down to this simple choice. On one side, you've got a hijacked, drained, and distracted mind. On the other, clarity, energy, and focus. The only thing separating these two realities is the discipline to just leave that phone alone for the first hour. Instead, do something simple. Make your bed, drink a glass of water. Just go stand outside for a minute. I mean, this says it all, doesn't it? If you protect that first hour from technology, you set yourself up for a day where you are in the driver's seat. You're not just winning the morning, you're building unstoppable momentum for the entire day. Okay, so you're up at a consistent time, you've stayed off your phone. What's next? Well, it's time to get your physical engine running. It is time to move. Now, this is a really important shift in thinking. We are not talking about some grueling, hour-long workout here. The goal is way simpler. It's just activation. It's about shaking off the sleep and waking up your entire system. Seriously, 10 push-ups, a 5-minute stretch, that is all it takes. The moment you start moving, you trigger this incredible chain reaction. Your blood starts flowing, your brain gets a nice flood of endorphins, those natural mood boosters, and your energy levels literally switch on. You're not just waking up, you're actively creating energy and mental clarity for yourself. You gotta remember this line. If you feel tired or unfocused or just unmotivated, the fastest way to change how you feel is to change what you're doing physically. Motion creates emotion. Control your body, and you start to control your day. So your mind and body are activated. Now it's time to give them the right fuel. Because what you choose to eat for breakfast has a huge impact on your ability to stay in control for the rest of the day. Just think about how most people start their day with a ton of sugar, cereal, pastries, those super sweet coffee drinks. And yeah, you get that immediate rush of energy. But what happens next? A hard crash right before mid-morning. Protein, on the other hand, gives you something completely different. Stable, sustained energy. No spike, no crash. Just consistent focus and control. And look, this doesn't have to be complicated at all. We're talking simple stuff like some Greek yogurt, a quick protein shake, or a couple of boiled eggs. You're fueling your body like a high-performance machine, not just dumping stuff into it. And that simple choice, it tells your body that you matter. All right, we've made it to the final habit, and honestly, this one might be the most powerful of them all. With your mind clear, your body activated, and your energy stable, you are now in the perfect state to do the one thing that will actually move your life forward. Let's talk about your willpower battery. I want you to think of it just like your phone's battery. When you wake up, it is at 100%. But every little decision you make, every email you answer, every time you scroll social media, it drains that battery. And that's why, by the afternoon, those hard tasks feel absolutely impossible, right? Your battery's running low. So here's the secret. You have to use that fully charged willpower battery on your most important task first. You know, the thing you're kind of dreading? The project that will actually grow your career? Do that before you do anything else. Before the emails, before the meetings, and before your brain has a chance to talk you out of it. So, as we pull this all together, the most important thing to get is that these aren't just 5 random tips. They are an interconnected system. Each habit feeds into the next, creating this unstoppable momentum that doesn't just win you the day, it builds your entire future one morning at a time. And please, forget waiting around for motivation to strike. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes. What builds a truly exceptional life is repetition. It's the discipline to do these habits day in and day out, especially on the days you don't feel like it. That's where the real change happens. And that right there is the ultimate takeaway. The dream life you have in your head isn't built in some big, heroic moment. It's built in the quiet, focused, disciplined moments of each and every morning when no one else is watching. So, tomorrow morning, when you wake up, you're going to face a choice. One path leads to the same exact day you had yesterday. The other path, that one leads to the future you actually want. You have the blueprint now. So the only question left is, what are you going to build with it?